A question we get asked quite a bit is what exactly does our onboarding process look like once you sign up to begin our services. So this video will be showing you just that, exactly what you can expect from getting started working with us in that first 1 to 2 weeks. So biggest thing that you'll receive from us is the onboarding email, which will include this client onboarding form that I'll be taking you through. But before we jump into that, I want to just show you what the onboarding email will look like from us. This is an example directly from one of the customers that we have recently signed, and essentially all you're going to be getting is some access to your Slack channel, so that'll be sent in a separate email. That's where we handle all of our communication through. We'll also be setting up a Google Drive folder for us to be sharing files and any ad creatives, logos, raw images that you would like us to be able to use in your ads, along with the onboarding document that I just shared will be in this Google Drive folder. To set expectations, we can't begin building any of your campaigns until we receive all of the onboarding documents filled out and access to all of the various platforms that we'll need access to. We also have a kickoff call that we set up and schedule right after you have gone through the entire onboarding document, and we use this as a chance to kind of just review all of your answers, make sure that we're on the same page as to what you're trying to accomplish with your ads, and then also if you have any issues getting access to any of the platforms or sharing access to any of the platforms, we walk through all of that on a call with you. That way you won't have to spend the time going and figuring out how to do that. That's what you've hired us for. So we'll do that during that call. Then we also will send over a service agreement where we just agree on pricing and that our services are month to month. So that's just some boilerplate agreement that we will need to have taken care of before we can begin any work on your campaigns. And then we will also book another call approximately 10 to 14 days later from when we've signed up with you to review all of the ads that we have created. We use this as a chance to essentially go through the entire setup with you from start to finish, showing you exactly what our plan is over the next 90 days to help you accomplish your business goals. And you can see exactly what the strategies are that we'll be using on any of the ad platforms. And if you have any notes or adjustments that you'd like us to make, this is the perfect time to let us know, and we'll go in and we make those changes same day typically, so we can get the ads launched pretty much as soon as we hop off that final call. We also just set some expectations with reporting for both Google ads and Facebook ads, and you will receive access to these reports after a few weeks once your campaigns have gone live and we actually have data to report on. And then we also have our check-in rhythm, and kind of break that down in this email as well. We typically send reports every 2 weeks on how everything's performing, and you'll be able to have access to both your Google ads and Facebook ads accounts, so you can check in whenever you would like. And we typically have live updating reports for Google ads. Facebook ads is a little bit more finicky, and so you will receive updates on the performance every 2 weeks as to how those are performing, but you'll always have access to us via Slack if you have any questions about your performance, and you'll also have access directly to the Facebook account and Google ads account, so you can go in and check on anything if you would like to do so on your own time. And we also mentioned how we do billing, which is once a month at the beginning of the month of when you signed with us, not necessarily the first of the month. If you start work with us on the 8th of the month, that's when you'll be billed. So going back to our onboarding document, we just request some basic business information in here, kind of standard stuff that we would obviously need in order to know where to direct ads to and how to get access to specific platforms. We also want to know everything about the services and products you're wanting to advertise, because you are going to know those much better than we ever could. And so we want the more information you fill out here, the better. We always say we'd rather you give us too much than too little, because this directly has an impact on how good we can create your ads. Because if you don't give us some information, we don't know about it, we can't know to include it in our ads. So just make sure to throw as much information at us, and we will decide what is important and what needs to be included in your ads. And then we also just ask for some several different questions about different types of ads you're looking to run, what you've seen work in the past, any experience that you've had or anything that you've seen that you'd like us to replicate. And then we also get some more information about how you'd like us to track results, what success looks like to you, and we'll go over all of this on our onboarding call as well. And then we also requested to get access to all of the ad creatives and raw footage that you may have that we can use to turn into ads for either platform. And then we also have instructions on how exactly to share access with the certain accounts that we will need access to. A lot of times Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, obviously the things that we will be helping you with. We want to get access to all of that, so that way you can basically just hand it off to us and you never have to touch it again. We can handle setup from start to finish once we get access to all these platforms. We also have instructions on how to share access specifically for the Google Ad side of things and for Meta Ads. We always like to tell you up front that Meta Ads is extremely infuriating and you can often run into issues sharing access to these platforms. So we have videos and a much more thorough onboarding process for sharing access to the Meta Ads platform because they just make it difficult. I don't know why they feel they need to do that, but they do. And then we also have this for Creekside use, and this is something that you will not need to touch. We basically just upload transcriptions from all of our calls, so that way if we need to go back and review any of the information, we have it all in one centralized location. And so if you have any questions with getting any of this access shared, we're more than happy to hop on a call to help you. You can ask questions in our Slack channel. We want to make it as easy as possible for you to get up and rolling with us, but obviously we have to get through a couple of hurdles of just getting access to these certain platforms. So this is a quick overview of what you can kind of expect during the first stages of the onboarding process. And then once we have access to everything, we get to work building your ads. Typically takes us about a week. And then like I mentioned before, we schedule a call to go over all of that to make sure you are fully comfortable with the strategy we will be putting in place to run for your business. So hopefully looking forward to working with you soon. And if you haven't reached out to us yet and you are interested in working with us, please give us an email, text, call. We'd love to hear from you, and hope to see you in the next video.